Welcome back. We're going to go ahead first. We're going to do another long division problem. I know I promised you synthetic division, but we're going to do one problem both ways. So let's take x cubed plus 6x squared minus 6x plus 9 and divide it by x minus 4. Okay, so move that a little bit down, give me a little more space. So it's going to start off, of course, with an x squared. We get that x squared, remember, taking this x cubed, dividing it by this x. Okay, now we're going to multiply the x squared by x minus 4. Okay, when we do that, we're going to get x cubed minus 4x squared, parentheses, and subtract. The x cubes are going to cancel. Okay, 6x squared, we're going to be adding that 4x squared. So we're going to get 10x squared on the next line there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring down the minus 6x plus 9. Okay, the next term, we're going to take this 10x squared and divide it by this x. What do we get? 10x. Okay, now when we multiply that 10x on x minus 4, okay, we're going to get 10x squared minus, sorry about that, minus 40x. Okay, that's it, minus 40x. Subtract. When we subtract, the 10x squared cancels. The 6x is going to become plus 40x. So that's going to become plus 34x. Okay, now we're going to take this 34 and divide it by this x. So we're going to have 34. All right, multiplying the 34 by x minus 4, we're going to have 34x minus 34 times 4 is 156, I believe. And by I believe, I mean I know. Okay, the 34x, of course, they cancel. 9 plus 156 is going to give us 165. This is a remainder of 165. Okay, now we'll talk about this a little bit, but because of the non-zero remainder, that means x minus 4 is not a factor of x cubed plus 6x squared minus 6x plus 9. In fact, if we want to think about this, we could write this as saying x cubed plus 6x squared minus 6x plus 9 divided by x minus 4, let me move this over, equals x squared plus 10x plus 34 plus 165 divided by x minus 4. Okay, so this 165 is a remainder, is telling us that x minus 4 does not evenly divide our x cubed plus 6x squared minus 6x plus 9. Okay? Another way to look at this, which is going to be awesome, okay, is that we could say x cubed plus 6x squared minus 6x plus 9 equals x minus 4 times x squared plus 10x plus 34 plus 165. And all we did here is we just multiplied this x minus 4 here, and it canceled with that one. So we multiplied this on both sides. So if this is f of x, then what's f of 4? F of 4, well, this is going to give us 0 here. So f of 4 is just 165. Okay? That's important to note. We'll talk about that a little bit more later, but I want to show you how to do this with synthetic division. So when you're dividing by a monomial, x minus a, okay, you can do synthetic division. Okay, I actually avoided synthetic division for a long time, but it's not that bad. We got this. Okay, so let's start with our original expression. Let's put it over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to put the thing that we're testing, whether it's a root or not. So we're going to put the number in the corner. Okay. So here, our potential root, since we're dividing by x minus 4, we're testing whether 4 is a root. So we're going to put 4 in the corner. Now, we're going to put the coefficients along the top. What are the coefficients here? 1, 6, -6, and 9. Okay, now if there's a term missing, you're going to need to have a 0 there. Okay, so if this didn't have an x term, you would have to have a 0 there. Okay, this one doesn't have that problem, so we'll be fine. Now, what happens? We're going to put, this one just comes down. Start with first number. Now, we're going to multiply by the roots. Let's change the color on these arrows and everything. Okay, now 6 and 4 is going to give us 10. We're going to multiply by the root again. -6 and 40 is going to give us 34. We're going to multiply by the root again. 34 times 4 was 156. Okay. 9 and 156 was 165. So now, I want you to notice these coefficients. Our result is, I'm writing the 1 there because it shows up 1 times x squared plus 10x plus 34 with a remainder of 165. How are those fed in? Those are fed from here. Okay. All right, let's do another one. I'm not going to have so many arrows on it. I just wanted to have at least this one time. Okay. So let's do our x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, and we're going to divide it by, I think we divided it before by x plus 2. Okay, so our potential root is -2. Okay, we're going to have 1, 5, and 6 along the top. 1 comes down, multiplied by -2. 5 and -2 is 3. Multiplied by -2 is -6. And we get 0. So we get x plus 3 with a remainder of 0, which was what we expected. All right? All right, I'll see everyone in the next video, or you'll see me in the next video.